trying to take a look around and see where all these guys are. It looks like the Eldar have kind of combined forces down here in the south for the time being. You can see that we have a massive double attack going on right now. The Lord General is trying his best to protect all of his allies. We have the Hive Tyrant just charging on in, chipping away at the armor of this Chimera, but honestly, there's nothing here that can really wreck a Chimera. The Sentinel is going down right now. Looks like the Howling Banshees are charging in. Okay, Howling Banshees, if they survive all that mess, they could definitely pigpile on this Chimera, but look at how much armor that thing has right now. We can see the Hive Tyrant right now being forced to flee. All of these Termagants are just firing away like mad at this Chimera. Not really doing any damage, but I think they've kind of done the damage they want, which is to come in here and wreck one of these generators and decap it while they're at it. So might as well just do all of that. More towards the middle, these guys still have this victory point. However, it looks like while all that was going on, Space Cowboy decided to cash in on that problem right now and take all of his friends' territory. So Space Cowboy here is just right now just capping everything from Decimalist 43. Meanwhile, Decimalist 43 down here, looks like engaging in a little bit of melee here perhaps with this with this Dreadnought right now. Dreadnought looks like it has a Melta-Cannon for an arm there. Again, all of these Termagants right now, worthless. They'll put pressure on heroes, but again, I don't think any of them have the Poison Sacs ability, which makes them especially worthless. They're just experience waiting to be claimed. It looks like this Chimera is just going to toast these guys alive. Now they're going to retreat through all of that. We do have all of these Imperial Guardsmen here. Tight spaces here. If he forces melee, he could do some pretty good damage, but it looks like he didn't. Oh, well. And down here in the south, the Warp Spider Exarch is deep behind enemy lines, getting his Power Blades upgraded too. So let's take a look at the scoreboard for the time being here. See what's going on. We've got 556 points for the green team. The green team getting a temporary gain in victory points because of the fact that they were able to capitalize on the blue team's unguarded base there. Purple is definitely in the lead though, but not in the lead in terms of victory points owned. He's at 958 points, but doesn't really have control over anything. This is decapped and destroyed, kind of a double whammy there. And this was decapped as well here. So 958, blue team quickly catching up actually for all the trash talking I gave them at the very beginning for them being in like in the terrible spot, or terrible starting position. This Chimera is getting destroyed right now by this Tyrant Guard. That was a huge blunder. He should have retreated that out of there immediately. Tyrant Guard definitely on the field right now doing some nice damage here. Looks like all of our Hormagaunts were killed. What the hell happened to all those Hormagaunts there? Perhaps... I thought they were all hanging out around here somewhere, and now all I see is a Blood Crusher and a Chaos Lord and a whole bunch of Chaos units. So I'm guessing that's what happened to all the Hormagaunts in some way, shape, or form. Looks like our Lord General right now is being forced to back on out, and this Tyrant Guard is just going to come in and have his way with all of these Guardsmen. Guardsmen with Plasma Cannons, though, could be pretty effective, but they're just going to retreat away as well. For the time being here, it looks like Mr. Ben Garinger is just hanging out here. For the purple team, trying its best to reestablish control over its two ruined victory points. And green is now holding on strong, actually. Green has got 4 power nodes under their control. They've really done a lot of damage to all of blue's territory up here. Blue lost a lot of generators during that as well. Maybe they didn't, actually. I don't know. It looked like they were going to get Gen Bash there, but they might not have. On the right-hand side, you can see that I believe this is Space Cowboy here with his Chaos Space Marines has extended all the way over to the front of Blue's base on this side. With heavy bolters set up in Chaos Space Marines and grenades, this huge cluster of Termagants is going to be in a lot of trouble as soon as they advance within range of it. Where was that heavy bolter? Way back here. It's a little far back, though, but we'll see. Honestly, I'd love to see him just move on up and suppress all of those guys. I hear Howling Banshees going off someplace. There they are, howling away at this Blood Crusher. That's not going to do them any good. I'm curious what's going on down here, though. I want to see if these Termagants massed like this will actually work. Again, I have no idea the skill ratings of any of these players. I just kind of put that out there. Hey, by the way, just as a random challenge to you all, I would love to see your free-for-all games. There are just almost no free-for-all games posted on GameReplays.org. So for those of you listening right now, if you are free-for-all fans, or say you have 5 friends who play this game with you frequently, and you want to say have a fun free-for-all with one of every race or some crazy zany combination like that, send it my way, or post it on GameReplays.org, because there are no free-for-all games out there. Razorback on the field right now, being melted away by this Dreadnought with the Melta-Cannon. Dreadnoughts, however, just kind of wobbling on home. You can see this bridge right now being pretty well guarded here by the Devastator Plasma Cannon by Real Horror Show. Real Horror Show, by the way, a Clockwork Orange reference. I'm a big Stanley Kubrick fan, so way to go there. And, ooh, looks like picking off the rest of those retreating gentlemen there as well. Now we've got Dreadnought on Dreadnought action here. We'll try and get a better view of what's going on here. It looks like both of them have, both of these two Dreadnoughts here at least have got Ooh, Power Fist. I've got Melta Cannons that are kind of zodding away at each other. This Dreadnought's going down real fast, though, with the Force Commander and his Power Fist slugging away at that thing right now. Tactical Marine Squad with Plasma Guns is out there as well. Heavy Plasma Cannon team, though, doing a lot of damage to this Dreadnought. Ooh, Dreadnought, though, he should just retreat, man. Don't risk it. Although he's going for the kill. He might get it. It's Dreadnought versus Dreadnought with a plasma with a Melta Cannon versus Dreadnought with an Assault Cannon. I honestly think Ben Garinger should just go up there and go for it, but it looks like he's going to do that with his Force Commander anyways, so why the heck not? Oh, Force Commander, what are you doing? Come on, man, you got this. You got this. Get it. Get it. Oh, come on. Yeah, oh, there it goes. And a big, big loss right there for Real Horror Show, who's down to a single Devastator Plasma Cannon team. He lost both of his Dreadnoughts during all of that. However, the green team is cruising nicely here at 1,020 points. Look how even the score is. My God. Everybody's just a little bit over 1,000. It looks like purple is just slightly in the lead right now. Now they are extending their control over here to green's victory point. So green is about to start falling behind. We had... What was that? Someone just took a pot shot at this power. Why wouldn't you just capture that instead? I don't know. He wants to wreck generators. Okay, that's fine. Looking more towards the Imperial Guard side of the battlefield, we'll see what's going on here. Nothing. They got a Lehman Russ battle tank on the field, and that's about it. You know, when life gives you Lehmans, you make a Lehman Russ. Bad joke there. It looks like we got the Warspider Exarch and a bunch of Banshees right now, just kind of chopping away at power nodes and stuff. They did just destroy this victory point. It's just going to be kind of sitting there for the time being. But you can see that all of these Chaos units here are just kind of just throwing grenades at them, knocking them back a little bit. Going to have to get on out of there. So we do have 3 victory points up right now for purple. Purple is getting dangerously close to 1,500. Okay, not dangerously close. I actually, you know what, in my head I had 1,250 still up there. This is definitely a 1,500 match. And here we have it right now. Lehman Russ, all the Imperial Guard units just kind of pouring fire into all of these poor, silly little Termagants right now who are just kind of spraying away at the rest of the Chaos Space Marines who are charging on in. But all of these Termagants right now are just looking kind of terrible. However, there is a Swarm Lord coming out right now, so that could be pretty good. Real Horror Show, by the way, also called in some Terminators. I just see that right now. And you can see this battle tank doing a great job. Ooh, getting upgraded for the Executioner. That'll certainly be awesome against 5 squads of Termagants. Oh my God, you insane, crazy maniac. What are you doing? And where on earth did you put your Swarm Lord? I want to see it. There it is. Swarm Lord with everybody. Okay, so he's going to swarm on out of there. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, we do have the Razorback and this Dreadnought here. Where are the scouts anyways? He's totally out of scouts. Oh, well, he could be repairing that. It looks like the Howling Banshees, though, are going to sit here and just suck up all of this fire and completely destroy that power generator. Oh, the Force Commander got picked off during all of that as well. We do have some Warp Spiders called onto the battlefield right now. Double squads of Warp Spiders going to harass away, capping victory points. This is really anybody's game right now. I mean, if he wants to be really harassing about this, Decimus could definitely do a pretty good job at that. Meanwhile, cutting back over here, we can see that the armor upgraded Lehman Russ doing a great job. Doubly upgraded armor. Oh my God, that is a tough vehicle. Still tons of fire going right here. Oh, Haywire Grenade going off, wrecking the rest of that Dreadnought. And the Warp Spider Exarch himself has got to get on out of the... No! Warp Spider Exarch dies. A horrible, lonely death surrounded by Space Marines. That's how I want to go someday. Anyhow, Terminators on the field right now. Ooh, they do have the missile upgrade as well here. The Cyclone missile launcher on the top of this gentleman's head. Seems like an awkward place to have a missile launcher, but you know, whatever, you know. You just point at what you want to blow up. Devastator's out, Terminator's out. That's about it. Oh my God, and we have a great unclean one coming out for Space Cowboy as well. Now is definitely the time of the game where we get to see all of our favorite top tier units, like a Land Raider, for instance, a gigantic grayish Land Raider. That's pretty cool. Land Raider going to move on out here pretty soon. Backing up the rest of his troops up top there. A direct shot from the Devastator Plasma Cannon. Oh, and now the Cyclone Missile Launcher just peppering this whole place. One more shot from a Devastator could devastate. Oh, yes, it does. And the Rhino goes down and blows up. And these guys are suddenly taking a lot of damage. Another Cyclone Missile shot here could be really hurtful. Or just even a Plasma Cannon shot there. Where is that freaking Land Raider? He's way back here, moving at the speed of light, crawling his way up towards the battlefield. Oh my God, I'm missing more action. Over here, we get to see tons and tons and tons of Termagants charge on into their doom versus the most heavily armored Lehman Russ I've seen today, that's for sure, especially with the Executioner Cannon upgrade. However, he is just retreating away like mad because I guess he doesn't want to deal with this Swarm Lord and the Hive Tyrant out there right now. What the hell? And this Blood Crusher was just hoping nobody would notice he was standing there as well. My God, look at that charge. He just knocked all those gentlemen back. I don't know why I call Termagants gentlemen, honestly. They are certainly not gentlemen. They are rats. They are little armored rats, and they got knocked aside like such. But there they go, heading away. The Blood Crusher deciding he's had enough damage there. Now these guys are going to come in and try and cap this point. But, oh my God, we're at 1424 points right now for Purple. Purple is at 2 victory points right now. That's all they need to win. 1432 points, but they just lost 1 victory point. They have this one and only victory point. They just need it to tick about 65 more times and they'll be set. It looks like the Termagants are on the ball here today, though. They are capping this victory point. I am really surprised that they were able to drive those guys away. I think the Lehman Rush should have just stood there and kept firing like mad, but I don't know. That was too bad. Ooh, sounds like in the chat here we can see that Space Cowboy is planning an assault here. Looks like they want to disrupt Purple because they know Purple is a mere 50 points away. Almost 1,300 points, so for Green, they're doing quite well. Looks like Green also saved up a real horror show here. Our Stanley Kubrick fan has saved up for his Land Raider as well. We have a Land Raider and a Great Unclean One moving out to see a Land Raider as well. Oh man, now is when you get to see these awesome late game battles here. So we've got Terminators, perhaps with assault cannons. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Terminator is doing a lot of damage out here. We've got the Tactical Marine Squad with the rocket launchers, and we got the Devastator Marines. Oh god, all these guys are just pouring on out. They need to cap some victory points, though, if they want to win this. We're at 1454 points for Purple, and Purple has lost control of their last victory point. It looks like the Warp Spiders capped it and destroyed it. Once again, kind of getting double insult to injury there. Tons and tons and tons of Tyranid units here. I don't know why this Lehman Russ is panicking and running away so much. He really should just stand and inflict as much casualties as he can. It's entirely this Swarm Lord that he wants to look out for. What the hell is going on up here, though? How could I possibly forget that there was a Great Unclean One battling a Land Raider? I always want to look out for that. Great Unclean One is a fine, fine gentleman indeed. Bit of an acne problem. He does have some antlers, too, but, you know, I won't hold that against him. Anyhow, with his huge exposed spine right now, you can see him slopping away at all of these Tactical Marines, picking them up, and just, I think he just squeezed that one and then threw it through a wall. That's pretty good. Doing a lot of damage here, but we got 3 points for each team right now, 0 for Purple. No, it's going back down to 2 points for Green, though. Purple still is not taking up any points, and they are a mere 46 points away from victory. Oh god, I can do such perfect arithmetic in my head in the heat of the battle. It's a wonderful trait. Great Unclean One, though, is just sticking this one out a little bit too much here. I'm surprised to see that he still wants to stand here. I mean, granted, he's acting like the biggest, most disgusting tank in the world and doing a fantastic job at it. But this Land Raider is just about to go down. You can see taking shots from pretty much everybody. Great Unclean One ready to pop. Oh my god, he's all disgusting. He's dropped his sword. The Land Raider goes down, and in one burst of cerebral spinal fluid, we get to see this nasty blood gushing thing here just kind of pop open. Yep, big old spine there. And a fantastic victory for Green. The Green team is ahead right now, against all odds right now, doing fantastically. Let's take a look down here and see what Purple is dealing with right now. Purple is absolutely covered in Tyranids. There are Tyranids everywhere. While I was, as much trash talking as I was giving this Lehman Russ, you can see that his armor upgrades have done him no good. He's frantically repairing. They are completely outnumbered. This is just the epic infinite swarm of Tyranids here just charging on in. You can see getting a little bit of a heal from that armor upgrade, but not able to hack it out. And while all that was going on, Green finally managed to take control over this game, just barely kind of eking out a victory right there. So coming back from, you know, 3rd place, going to 1st place. So congratulations to Space Cowboy and to Real Horror Show. I hope you guys enjoyed this weird team free-for-all game. And like I said, somewhere in the middle, because I'm an idiot, I really would love to see more free-for-all games. So if you have a bunch of friends or just play free-for-all games, submit me the replays, put them up on GameReplays.org, honestly, because there are very few up there if you search for it. I'd love to see some more. Ooh, there's a Baneblade coming out right now, too. Oh, well, pity we never got to see that. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Harlequin. I hope you enjoyed this cast. If you did, please feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, until next time.